Добрий день, колеги. З вами Надя Макаренко і туристична компанія Тревел Дизайнер. Сьогодні ми продовжуємо наш цикл вебінарів, який присвячений готельній сфері, і ми кожного разу зустрічаємося з партнерами з наших дестинацій, тобто дестинацій, які ми продаємо, пропонуємо, щоб знайомити вас ближче, краще з тим продуктом, який вони пропонують. І сьогодні у нас на зв'язку Маурін, вона представник готельної мережі, яка знаходиться в Кенії та Танзанії. І сьогодні вона нас ближче познайомить з цим продуктом. Я думаю, що це буде дуже корисно. Thank you, Maureen, for opportunity to join us today. And I pass you the right so you can show us your presentation.
Okay, thank you very much, Nadia. So let's start. So Sopa Lodges, we have 6 properties in Kenya and Tanzania. So in Kenya, we are in Amboseli, Lake Naivasha, Lake Nakuru, and Masai Mara and Samburu. Tanzania, we only in Tarangire. We had other 2 properties. Someone might ask, we had Ngorongoro and Serengeti, but those 2 have been closed for now. They're undergoing renovations. Once they open, they will not come back as the Sopa Lodges, but they will be under Elwana. So for now, Tarangire, we in Tanzania, we only have Tarangire. So Sopa Lodges was established in 1986 with the Masai Mara. One key factors about us is the location. All our properties are in very beautiful location, I can say that. Masai Mara is on a hill. It's called Ololaimutia Hill. So you have a very beautiful view of the landscape, and also we are also in nature. In lake, also the same as Lake Nakuru, we are in hills. We are situated in a hill called Baboon Cliff. So the view of the lake and also of the town, especially at night, is very beautiful because now we have the light reflection. For Naivasha, we're just next to the lake. So the beautiful thing about Naivasha, and the only I think what makes us stand out from competition is that we have like resident animals. We have giraffes and zebras that just roam around in the property. And then at night we have, of course, the hippopotamus. But don't worry, we have an electric fence, just small so that they don't cross over, but you're able to at least still have your view. Nothing is blocked. So the name Sopa comes from in the Maasai community. They say hello, so that means Sopa. So they say Sopa. So that's where the name came from. So I'll be sharing a map of our locations where we are, as you can see here. So we are not in Nairobi, so we don't have any properties in the capital of Kenya or neither Tanzania. But we are just located in all the lodges and one resort, which is the Lake Naivasha Resort. So let's start with Amboseli. So Amboseli, the 3 ways you can actually access Amboseli. By driving, we have a standard gauge railway, which will take 1.5 hours. So by driving, it will take you 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on speed. And SGR, which is the railway, will take you 1.5 hours to get to the first stop. And then from there, then you'll take a car that will take you to the property. That will take another 1 hour. So 2.5 hours you'll be at the lodge. And then we have now flying. So there it is, 4 hours drive from Nairobi, 30 minutes if you fly, and then 1 hour transfer from the airstrip to the lodge. So for Amboseli, we are not inside, we are not located inside the national park, we're just outside. So it will take, so the guests have an option of just having to pay at the entry if you're going to now to view the animals in the park. So you're not mandated to pay every day, unlike the lodges inside. it's optional at the length of how many days are you staying and which day do you want to go inside the park. So we have 84 rooms with one honeymoon suite and one presidential suite. The very important thing to mention at this moment is that we are doing overhaul renovations for Amboseli. Like we've stripped down everything. And we're redoing the rooms again afresh, like maybe we changed the bathroom, you know, the lighting concept, the light, the color of the room, the windows also, they were a bit short. Now we have them longer, like drop-down windows. And we also have a large, we have 2 conference rooms, and the biggest can take 110 people. We've also enhanced our experiences, especially in Amboseli. We've come up with a package where we have a deck. It's called Altepesi deck, where you can maybe have your breakfast, have your dinner, and have a very beautiful view of Kilimanjaro. Actually, for Mount Kilimanjaro, we have a better view in Kenya than they do in Tanzania. So it works out for us. Yes. So that is how Ambo said, that's how the property looks like from an aerial view. So at the moment, undergoing renovations, but we are not closed. So what we have, because we have 84 rooms, we are doing them in batches. So if we've closed off one side, one wing, and the rest are still operational. But during the high season, we will make sure all of them are open and then continue with the renovations after the high season. So those are just photos. That is a view of Amboseli, of Kilimanjaro. The activities that you can do when you're there, we have game drives. You can have a bush dinner, private dinner. We have a house called Hemingway's Dining Experience. So that house used to be lived by Ernest Hemingway himself. That was his home. So it's a beautiful place to come and maybe just have a barbecue dinner, get to hear the stories of how he lived when he was there. Yes. We also have Rocky Hill Sundowner. So Rocky Hill is inside the Amboseli National Park, where maybe you can either do a lunch or a dinner, or a sundowner. So the day that you're doing mostly people do it maybe on the first day. Before they get into the property, they go for the Rocky Hill experience. So inside the national park. Then go put games in the property and also culture night. So that's it about Amboseli. Any questions?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So the second one, we do Lake Naivasha Sopa Resort. So this is the only resort that we have. It's located in the southern shore of Lake Naivasha, 90 kilometers from Nairobi. So that means 1.5 hours drive from Nairobi to the property. It's the nearest to the capital, and the one property that is always on demand. So getting availability sometimes becomes a challenge. So we have 82 rooms, which include 2 suites, 6 interconnecting rooms on the ground floor, and 2 wheelchair accessible rooms. We also have conference rooms that can take up to 70 people, depending on the setup. One thing I can tell you about Sopa Lodges, and that goes to all our properties, is the size of the rooms. Once I share the photos and reels, you'll be able to see that our rooms are very spacious, and that's one thing we are known for, having rooms that can accommodate families even. Like some rooms can actually do 4 people comfortably. That is 2 adults and 2 kids. So this is a view of how the rooms look like, the first photo here. This is, you see how spacious it is. So it can comfortably, and that's not queen bed, it's king bed. So our rooms are very spacious. In this photo over here, one I've highlighted, is our resident wildlife. Imagine waking up having that view. It's a very beautiful view. And over here, we have the meeting room. That's the area that we have the meeting rooms. Right here. For the activities in Naivasha. Because of the location of our property, we have boat, you can do boat rides. We have archery, we have biking, bird watching, nature walk, board games, tennis, and outdoor dining. Because we also have a deck, which is right here. That's overlooking the lake. Yeah. And this leads up to the boat where we have the boat rides. Yeah, so those are the few activities that you can do. I'll also make sure I share the enhanced activity list with you on email. You can check on the pricing also. Yeah. So we go to Mara Sopa. So of course, everyone when they're coming to Kenya, they want to go for a safari and they want to go to Masai Mara. So Masai Mara, we are 250 kilometers from Nairobi, from the capital. Roughly around 6 hours drive. But mostly what we advise our clients or our agents is that as you go to Mara, maybe you can stop for lunch at Naivasha to just have that experience, or maybe on your way back, one night in Nakuru or maybe Naivasha. Yeah, to also get that experience. So we have 101 rooms. For interconnecting rooms, we also have 2 wheelchair accessible and a honeymooner suite. The conference room can take 70 people, but also depending on setup, could do 30 to 70. So the activities in Masai Mara, of course, the first one is game drives. You have to go for a game drive when you're there. Bush dinner, we have a very beautiful location where we do our bush dinner experiences, or also champagne bush breakfast. Also, we have another location for the sundowner. At the property, you can do a bomber experience for dinner. We also can help organize for you hot air balloon safaris. You can go for nature walks or bird watching. We have in-house board games, maybe after people come back from safari or guests come from safari in the evening before they go for dinner. And you also have cultural entertainments. That means we have nights where we have like the Maasai dancers coming in to entertain the guests in the evening. Yes, so let me talk about Samburu Sopa Lodge. So Samburu is located 350 kilometers from Nairobi. It's a bit of a distance, but nevertheless, you can also do a flight, which is 50 minutes from from Wilson Airport. And then it will take you 45 minutes transfer now to the lodge, or 6 hours drive from Nairobi. So you've noticed how this room looks like. So what Sopa Lodges is about is working together with the community, trying to be part of the community. So in Samburu, this is how the Samburu community builds their homes. Someone might ask why it looks like a hut and long. So even all the properties, everywhere where you go, we try and accommodate, or maybe I'm looking for a word to use, look like the people that live there, you know, and live like them. So this is how the Samburu communities build their hutches. Yes. So these are the rooms in Samburu. It's beautiful. All the properties also have a swimming pool. So even for parents in the afternoon, they can go and they'll not have something for the kids not to do. We have also activities for the children. Samburu, we have 60 rooms with 2 interconnecting, and also wheelchair accessible rooms. 1 conference room that can take up to 40 people, which just at the moment is undergoing refurbishment. So people ask why Samburu? Samburu is known to have a long-necked giraffe. We have this type of zebra that is not the same as the other. So you'll find very different zebras, the one found in the northern and also the one found now in places like Naivasha, Nakuru, or Mara. Also, there's another animal that I saw that is not the same as. We have the Somali ostriches that can only be seen in Samburu on the northern part. Game drives in Samburu to see those animals. We have bush dinners, sundowners, bird watching. You can go for a nature walk or astrotourism. For the last one in Kenya is Lake Nakuru Sopa Lodge. Not very far from capital of Kenya, Nairobi. 165 kilometers from Nairobi, and inside the park you will drive for 21 kilometers on an all-weather road from the park to go to the lodge. So from Nairobi it will take you 2.5 hours to get to the gate. We have 60 rooms, which have two wheelchair accessible rooms. Actually, Nakuru is my favorite, if I talk personally. The view of that property is beautiful because we sit on, as you remember, I told you, we sit on a cliff. So we have a very beautiful view of the lake and also of the town. And then at night, the lights of the town reflect on the lake. So you have a very beautiful view. All the rooms are private. So even at night, you don't even need to draw your curtains in. So you still have that beautiful view of the lake and the town. This is how the rooms are. This is where they are. This is part of the restaurant over here, the one I've highlighted. And these are the rooms. 2.5 hours drive from Nairobi, 30 minutes flight from Wilson Airport to Naishi Airstrip, 15 minutes transfer from the airstrip to the lodge. It's not very far. Those are the photos of the rooms. All our rooms in Nakuru are twin-bedded rooms with 5 triples. Only 5 triples, and the rest of the rooms are twins. So we do not have a single room. We only have one, but it's a small room. So mostly we sell the other rooms that are twin rooms. So people ask what happens if you have a couple. So what we do, we'll only maybe set up for honeymooners. We'll only set up one room and just leave the rest covered. Yes, that's usually it's a challenge, but that's what we usually do. So the activities in Nakuru, you can go for bird watching. You can do archery. We have a spa. We can also have in-house board games and kids activities. In Nakuru, you do not have a meeting room yet, but it's a conversation that's ongoing at the moment. The last property we have is in Tanzania. That is Tarangire. So 129 kilometers from Arusha. And from Arusha, it will take you around 2.5 hours drive or 20 minutes flight from Arusha to Kuro Airstrip, and then 1 hour transfer to the lodge. So this is the property. See where it is located. We have 75 rooms with 5 interconnecting rooms, 1 suite and 2 wheelchair accessible rooms. We also have a conference that can take up to 80 people, but depending on setup, 50 to 80. The activities include game drives. We can do bush dinner. We can organize for a bush dinner or private dinner or bush breakfast and board games in the property. I will share photos of each property with you so that you get to have different views of how the rooms look like and also how spacious they are, at least to give you a better view or a better information about our properties here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for beautiful presentation. It was sweet but very accurate and very informative. I think everybody who will watch this webinar will be inspired to go to Kenya or Tanzania to experience it all. And I just want to highlight that we have our group group tour to Kenya, which was announced for end of May and beginning of June. And as per the program, I see that we will have accommodation at Sopa Lodges. In particular, we will go to Mara Sopa Lodges, and we will be in Naivasha Sopa Lodge. So at least 2 properties are involved in the program, and that is very good for me. I will be happy that we can collaborate in such a way.
Great. Let me know when you are the days are near, so we can at least organize something good for you.
Great. I will send you that email separately, and let me switch back to English and highlight again a few more aspects which you mentioned. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Тож, колеги, тут я хотіла би підкреслити кілька моментів для того, щоб підзібрати ту інформацію, яку нам надала Маурін щодо цих чарівних готелей. Тобто Sopa Lodges – це мережа, яка існує ще з кінця 80-х і наразі має 6 локацій, 6 курортів. Так? Це лоджі, тобто це невеликі готелі, але в такому більш, це не можна сказати в повноцінному розумінні готелі. Ви бачите, що номери іноді бувають як віли, тобто це дуже такий популярний стиль, який використовують в Африці. Саме формат лоджів. 5 лоджів знаходяться в Кенії, 1 в Танзанії. Притому всі готелі, які знаходяться, вони розташовані в локаціях, які користуються найбільшим попитом серед туристів. Це національний парк Амбоселі, Масай-Мара, це 2 озера Найкуру і Найваша, а також Самбуру. Це дуже унікальна така місцина, не дуже популярна серед українського ринку, але можу запевнити, що ми також робимо туди тури, і це дійсно унікальна територія і дуже цікава. Ось, як ви чули з розповіді Маурін, всі номери, вони досить просторі, тобто ви бачили це на картинках. Також ви бачили, що кількість номерів в кожному лоджі достатньо велика, що завжди хороший варіант. Крім того, вони надають багато послуг в межах лоджу. Так? Це можуть бути і такий формат вечер в кущах, як я це називаю, тобто в саванні, на відкритому повітрі, спеціально для вас, тобто дуже класно. І дуже важливо зараз для українців також підкреслювати те, що ці готелі мають номери, які адаптовані для людей на візку. Ми розуміємо, чому така потреба зараз українців особлива. Будьте певні, що такі номери і людей з певними фізичними вадами радо приймають в Африці, і вони також можуть насолоджуватися тим відпочинком також. Детальніше про ці курорти ви зможете завжди дізнатися у наших тревел-менеджерів, тревел-дизайнерів, і завжди можете писати. У нас достатньо багато програм вже є на сайті. Також підкреслюю, що у нас є також груповий тур, який відбудеться в кінці травня, на початку червня 2024 року. Він вже є на сайті з програмою. І два лоджа із мережі Sopa також включені в наш тур, тому це так дуже буде класно ви зможете відвідати ці лоджі і побачити на власні очі. Ось, дякую вам всім за увагу. Якщо у вас залишаються питання або є коментарі, будь ласка, залишайте їх в описі до запису цього відео і дізнавайтесь більше про тури, про діяльність Тревел Дизайнер на нашому сайті, в наших соцмережах. І дякую вам всім за увагу. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you. It was really nice to know more about Sopa Lodges, and I'm sure there will be a very fruitful collaboration with you. I hope within this group we are planning, and above from that also there will be communication with us. Thank you so much.
So do you have a local agent here, or you do wish to work directly? Do you have a local DMC?
Yes, we do have local DMC, but we will also be in communication with you. I will give you the updates about what is happening right now in our private communication. Well, okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Together. You too. Bye-bye.
You too.